Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these feelings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud, hammer in the air. Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don Mega and off scene. You probably think I'm nice, cause I slow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke all the steam on any given night. How short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air?
Hi, am I on the air?
Oh yeah, what is going down, everybody? Welcome back to the greatest entertainment podcast on the web, bringing you all the latest and greatest in TV, movies, pure entertainment goodness. This is Am I on the Air? I'm your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you back to the show. We are broadcasting live from the Red Dragons Radio Studios here on March the 28th. Tonight it is season 14, episode 8, and our show here tonight is titled The Ranger Experiment. Yes, it's The Ranger Experiment. It's been a couple weeks since we've done an episode. I told you on the last episode I was going out of town, been really busy with work, got a lot of stuff going on, I skipped a week, but I'm back, and I thank you once again for your patience. I know scheduling has kind of been all over the place. I'm not going to spend a lot of time kind of digging into it. Life gets in the way sometimes, and we do our best, and we get to it when we can get to it. And here I am, once again, broadcasting live on March 28th, late night recording session, when I can finally settle down and get things going for you guys. So, like I said, tonight is The Ranger Experiment, which means I got two movie reviews for you. One, The Belko Experiment, and the other one is The Power Rangers. Like I told you on the last episode, no, I do not have a review for Beauty and the Beast, because I quite frankly just don't care. That is not my jam. Obviously, I am not the demographic for that movie. I've heard a lot of mixed things. Some people really like it. Some people did not dig it. So it's kind of in the middle there. I know my wife wants to see it. She hasn't had a chance to go yet. So I don't have an overall review for you on it, and I do apologize if that's something you're looking for. The weekend that came out, I was sitting and watching the Belko Experiment instead. And believe me, I got a lot of tweets from people saying, "Really? You chose the Belko Experiment over Beauty and the Beast?" Yeah, I sure did. Let's just get going right into it with the movie reviews of the week. And let's start with the Belko Experiment. This is a little movie that, little low budget film, actually written by James Gunn, the director and writer of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. This is a little passion project that he wanted to do in a very, battle royale, Hunger Games kind of style. It all takes place at this Belko Industries building. It's just an office building in another country, and all of a sudden the building goes into lockdown. And no one knows what's going on, and except for the message that comes over the PA that says, basically, you need to kill the other people in the building, and if you don't, we're gonna kill you. Basically, they all have a chip in their head that they can self-destruct at any time. Basically, blow your brains out. So, obviously, I'm staying spoiler-free on this, but all hell breaks loose, obviously, as you can expect, as people try to make sure that they are not the ones that get murdered. I had fun with this movie. I didn't expect a ton out of it. I knew what I was getting from the R-rated trailer. Just a fun kind of horror action slasher kind of movie. Had a decent little cast. It's a short movie. I think it only runs right at about an hour and a half, which is perfect for a film like this. So overall, I had fun with it. I really, really did. Would I say rush out to your theater to see it? No, it's not amazing or anything, but it was a fun little ride. I mean, you know, if you have some extra time and maybe a couple extra bucks in your pocket, check out the Belko Experiment. I gave this one 3 out of 5 stars. 3 Don Megas out of 5. As my boy Lynx likes to say. Shout out to Lynx, by the way. He just had me on as a special guest on his latest episode of Way Off Topic Radio. So shout out to Way Off Topic Radio, and thank you once again for having me on. I was a special guest on the newest episode. It was a fun time, and you can listen to that over on reddragonsradio.com. So shout out to Lynx. But anyway, that leads me into my newest movie review, and that, of course, is Go Go Power Rangers! Power Rangers, the reboot over here. I've been waiting to see what they did with this one since they announced it like a year and a half, 2 years ago. Was curious to see how they were going to pull this one off. I wouldn't say I was a massive Power Rangers fan, but, you know, it came out at the perfect time for me as a kid. I was into the original series. I remember watching the original movie, even the sequel, Turbo, in the movie theaters and being like, cool, man, it's the Power Rangers. And then I grew out of it, and as they moved on and did all kinds of different spin-offs and crazy shit, I haven't been into it. I've lost track of it, obviously, throughout the years. But when they did this reboot, and they kind of were going back to the basics, and they were going back to the 5 original Rangers that started it all off, it made me intrigued, and I was really curious to see. And when that first trailer came out, it looked very much like Chronicle. It just had this gritty, kind of down-to-earth feel. I was like, okay, I like where they're going with this. So we went and saw it on opening night, and I gotta say, I really loved it. I was genuinely impressed by this film, almost to the fact that, you know, what's funny is I had read an article before I saw it that said, and, you know, I don't really consider this a spoiler, but basically that they don't really morph and become Power Rangers and have the big final action scene until the very end of the movie, like last 15-20 minutes, right? And I remember thinking to myself, like, man, that sucks. So they're going to spend the whole beginning kind of like in an origin way, and we're not even going to get to see them as Rangers to the end. That's going to really suck. And honestly, it worked. It really did work. I almost want to say that I enjoyed the movie the most up until they actually morphed. Once they became Power Rangers and the Zords came out and everything, that's when it kind of got a little campy and it got a little bit nostalgic like the old school show. But everything leading up to it was done so well and so realistic and gritty, and I loved the interaction between the 5 new kids and just how everything came together. I was just really engaged into this movie. I thought Elizabeth Banks did a really good job as Rita Repulsa. The Zords look cool. When they finally did morph, they look cool. Becoming the Megazord was cool. It was pretty damn awesome. There is a mid-credit scene that definitely teases some stuff, which was awesome. And I hope it gets a sequel. I really do, because now the origin is out the way and we can just go kind of balls to the wall for the sequel. So they supposedly have a 6-movie arc in place for this. So hopefully they keep it going and they can kind of tell their full story. But we'll see. We'll have to wait and see, because it's all going to be based on those box office receipts. It did pretty decent opening weekend, but they're going to have to wait and see how it does internationally and how much of its money it makes back. But like I said, man, I genuinely enjoyed the Power Rangers movie. So I give Power Rangers 4 out of 5 Don Megas. 4. Yes, 4 out of 5. So I thought it was a really fun time at the movies, and I definitely recommend it. If you were a fan at all of the original series and you even have the slightest idea of what it is, I say go check it out. It really, really was cool. And even if you weren't, maybe give it a shot. If you don't mind kind of a superhero kind of story, check it out. It wouldn't hurt. So there you go. There's the 2 movie reviews this week. The Belko Experiment, 3 out of 5. And Power Rangers, 4 out of 5. This weekend we'll be watching and reviewing Ghost in the Shell. So that's going to be the next one up on Doc. Alright? Alrighty. Now before I jump into the news, I want to talk about some couple really cool trailers that dropped like completely out of nowhere. I was like, what? Where did this come from? First up, Justice League. Yes, I've been waiting for a Justice League trailer. Now, we got kind of, some people say, well, there already was a trailer. Not really. They did put out that little piece of footage. It was kind of a sneak peek, sizzle reel kind of thing that they did at Comic-Con. That was not a trailer. If you noticed, you never saw that played before a movie in the movie theater. This was the first official trailer. And holy shit, did I love it. It was awesome. It was everything I hoped it to be. My only critique and my only criticism of it, and this is being silly because I'm just a massive Superman fan, is that there was no Superman in this trailer. But I get it. I understand it. They're hiding Superman. They're hiding his return. And they're continuing the legacy off of Batman v Superman that he's gone and dead in this film. Which hopefully will make it that much greater when he does pop up. But sometimes it makes me a little worried because I see all this footage from this movie and I'm like, where's Superman at? I really just hope he's not in the last 5 minutes of the film. I don't think he's going to be. I think they're just hiding him pretty well in all of this marketing. But we got these really cool teasers that started airing on Thursday. They did like a real quick snippet of Aquaman, which looked awesome. And then another snippet of Batman, which looked awesome. And then they did The Flash, which looked awesome. And then Friday, they did Wonder Woman and Cyborg. And then Saturday, the full trailer dropped. And it's great, man. You start off with Bruce Wayne. He's looking, he's recruiting, as we know he is, trying to find the Justice League. He finds Aquaman. They are introducing the characters, Arthur Curry, he's the Aquaman, Cyborg, and then Barry Allen, he's the Flash. You see Wonder Woman, you see Batman, you see a bunch of action, parademons, all kinds of crazy shit. The awesome one-liner in there of Barry Allen saying to Bruce Wayne, so what's your superpower? And Bruce Wayne saying, I'm rich, which I thought was a great line. You just see some amazing action in this thing from all of our favorite heroes. Great shots all the way around. The Batmobile kicking ass. You see Aquaman doing badass shit underwater. You get to see quick glimpses of Mara. You get to see a quick shot of Lois Lane. You get to see J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon, and he tells Batman, it's nice to see you playing well with others again. And then Aquaman looks at Batman and he goes, dressed up like a bat. I can dig it. And then Batman looks at Commissioner Gordon and he's like, it might not last very long. The banter was really good. It gave me a good flow of what they were doing with the direction. And the trailer ends with this awesome shot of Aquaman riding on the Batmobile and then just jumping off onto a parademon. Whew! This thing is high energy, high impact, and just an amazing trailer. If you listen to our Am I Still in the Air most anticipated list, you know Justice League is my number one most anticipated film of the year. I cannot wait for this thing, and that trailer did nothing but excite me through the roof for this movie. If you haven't seen it yet, head on over to our website, amiontheair.com, click on the trailers tab, and it's right there for you, man, right at the top, just ready to be played. And then we got a very nice surprise earlier just today. See, I was going to record the show last night, and then I knew this trailer was dropping, and I said, let me hold off one more day just to talk about it. The new Spider-Man Homecoming trailer. Yes, we got the second official trailer now for it. We get to see more of the storyline with Peter trying to find his way, maybe doing a little bit too much. And you see Tony Stark kind of telling him, you know what, kid, maybe just stay your friendly, local friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and not try to do too much. There's the Avengers out there, and they'll help with all the big baddies. Kind of lay low, and he doesn't, and Tony gets pretty pissed and is like, give me my suit back, because remember, he gave Spider-Man that suit. And, and then it's basically Spider-Man becoming like a redemption story. The graphics in this thing are awesome. I love what they've done with the Spider-Man suit, just the little enhancements that they've made to it. It's great seeing Tony in there. It's great seeing Tony as Iron Man in there. It was awesome seeing Michael Keaton as the Vulture. I mean, it goes into a lot of stuff, and it really gives you a good insight into this film. And I really, really dug this trailer as well. So, once again, this is hot off the presses. So check out that trailer on our website, on our Facebook, on our Twitter. It's everywhere. Check out that new Spider-Man Homecoming trailer. It is pretty damn awesome. So I just wanted to kind of lead off with that, because those are two big things that happened over the past couple days. And now, let's get into the news. Let me take a quick drink of my drink. All right. All right. Let's get into the news of the past 13 days or so. Okay? We're going to blaze through and get caught up to speed. Up first, SNL, Saturday Night Live's Weekend Update is getting a spinoff. Yeah, so over the summer, while they're not doing any new SNL episodes, they're going to air little half-hour versions of Weekend Update. I think this is pretty awesome. Weekend Update's one of the highlights every week on SNL, so I like that during the downtime when they're just on reruns, they're going to have something fresh to do, so pretty cool there. Jennifer Aniston is set to lead the new YA adaptation Dumplin'. Dumplin' is about child beauty pageants, and it will be based on the YA novel by Julie Murphy. John Krasinski and Emily Blunt are teaming up for a new supernatural thriller called A Quiet Place. The Office's Steve Carell and Amy Ryan are going to reunite for the new drug addiction drama called Beautiful Boy. We have the brand new trailer for Early Man, which is a new animated stop-motion kind of movie with Tom Hiddleston doing a voice. We have the trailer for Salt and Fire, which stars Michael Shannon's new thriller he's got coming up. Samuel Jackson is throwing his name out to suit up for John Wick 3. Yeah, he wants a piece of the pie. He says, come on, give me a call. I want to be in John Wick 3. And I'll tell you, as a massive fan of the first two John Wick films, let's add Samuel Jackson. I like that. Let's do it. We got all of your movie and TV titles coming to Amazon Prime and Amazon Video in April of 2017, so check that out. CBS is set to adapt Ruth Ware's latest mystery, The Woman in Cabin 10, that's based on the best-selling book, so CBS will be adapting that one. Congratulations to the new video game Horizon Zero Dawn. It has surpassed 2.6 million units just in the first 2 weeks. Woo! That is some big sales there. 12 Monkeys, yes, 12 Monkeys, the TV show over on the Sci-Fi Channel, has been officially renewed for a fourth and final season. So there you go. You're going to get some closure over there on 12 Monkeys. We have your first official trailer for The Secret Scripture, starring Rooney Mara and Theo James. The Rampage movie, starring my boy Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Rampage movie has just cast Malin Ackerman as the villain. So that's pretty awesome. I love Malin Ackerman. Ever since Heartbreak Hotel with Ben Stiller, I have loved Malin Ackerman. And she's great on the TV show Billions right now. That's over on Showtime. So she's awesome, and getting in as an addition as the villain in Rampage. All right, cool. Let's do it. This is pretty cool. So NBC's SNL, which we talked about, is finishing up their current season, which is season 42, with 4 great shows. So coming back in April. So April 15th, it'll be hosted by Jimmy Fallon. On May 6th, it'll be hosted by Chris Pine. May 13th will be Melissa McCarthy. And May 20th, are you ready? Rock Rolls! Yeah, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, baby! Will be hosting on May 20th, and that'll actually be the season finale. The really cool thing they're doing here with these 4 episodes, it will be live in all time zones. pretty damn awesome. So every single time zone you can watch it live, which is great for me. I live on the West Coast. I always watch SNL on basically tape delay. So it's going to be cool that I can watch it live with the East Coasters and everything else. So look for that coming up in the next month or so. One sec. Shamar Moore, who left Criminal Minds after last season, will be returning to Criminal Minds to do the season finale. Ryan Murphy will produce a new non-anthology series for FX called Pose. Man, this dude's busy as hell. He's got so many damn shows coming out. Justin Lin is set to direct a Black Panthers versus SWAT drama over on the Netflix channel. We have Everything Wrong with Jumper in 17 minutes or less. We also have the brand new Transformers The Last Night trailer. I want to take a second and talk about this trailer, because everybody that listens to this show knows I'm a massive fan of the Transformers. Love all the movies, all 4 of them. I'm looking very forward to this one. I've been a little let down by the trailers, to be honest. I still think the movie will probably be pretty damn badass, but the first trailer was just okay, and this new trailer I just did not really care for. Now, one thing about this new trailer is that it was done as a specific piece of marketing for children. It focuses on the female character in the movie. She's a young female who comes from like the Nickelodeon shows, and you know, she's a big star in her own right. But this trailer focuses pretty much 100% on her and other little kids in this film, and basically them trying to stand up to the robots. It's a pretty cheesy kind of trailer, but they made it, and it aired in the theaters before Beauty and the Beast. And it was really targeted to have girls and kids basically say, I want to see this new Transformers movie. And as a piece of marketing for that, I think they pulled it off. But for me, as a man, a grown-ass man, it didn't really work. So I think this is just a specific piece of marketing that was aimed at a certain demographic, and it worked for that. And I think the next trailer we get will be right up our alley and be kicking some serious ass and take me back to what I want from the Transformers. So I'm going to say about that. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It's on our webpage. Like I said, amiontheair.com. Click on the trailers tab and check it out. The Aquaman movie has been pushed back 2 months. It was supposed to come out on October 6th of 2018, and now it'll come out on December of 2018. It actually took over the Avatar 2 spot since Avatar dropped out of its release window. No word on why it got pushed back 2 months, but you know what? I mean, it's just 2 months. They basically just probably want a little bit more time to really make sure that it's what they want and that it's a great movie like I think it's going to be. Especially when you see Aquaman in the Justice League movie, you know what's up at that point. So I'm not too worried about it. But just be aware, Aquaman will now come out in December of next year. Tom Hardy is set to play a Navy SEAL, and he'll headline Netflix's new show, War Party. Sci-Fi has ordered a 3rd season of their show, The Expanse, and that'll be getting 13 more episodes over on the Sci-Fi channel. This was actually pretty big news. Sony Pictures has just, out of nowhere, dropped a release date for a Venom movie, and it's actually next year. They're saying that a Venom movie is going to come out on October 5th, 2018. Literally in a year, we're going to have a Venom movie. Now, this gets me excited for one reason, just because I want a Venom movie. I've always wanted a Venom movie. The bummer side to this, and we are still kind of in speculation mode, but this seems to be the way it's going, is that this Venom movie is going to be kind of in its own universe. Spider-Man will not be a part of it. And it's just, it's going to be in its own little pocket thing because it's Sony. And Sony's deal with Marvel is really just for Spider-Man and Spider-Man alone. So that makes this odd. Because how do you really do a Venom movie without Spider-Man? And without Spider-Man characters? It makes it tricky. It really, really does. So I don't know where they're going to go with this. Some of the rumors that have been going around says that Sony might be trying to launch some new R-rated Marvel universe, and that Venom will be the first rated R, movie kind of thing. And I would love to see a rated R movie of Venom. They even said it might be a horror movie. That would be cool. But it's just, I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Marvel has not made any statements about this, but it looks like, Sony wants to make some more money, basically. They have their deal with the MCU for Spider-Man, and then I think they're kind of getting a little greedy on the side to be like, well, we got these other characters, let's do some side shit. What bums me out about it, too, is the fact that if you put Venom in his own movie in the Sony world, that really takes him out of the mix for the MCU, and I kind of want Venom in the MCU, so that kind of sucks. I don't know. It's just one of those things. But I am excited for a Venom movie. So let's see what ends up happening with this. I can't believe how fast they're getting it ramped up, though, man. Next year. Whew. Congratulations to the TV show This Is Us, which I love, by the way. This Is Us had its season finale the other day, and it had massive ratings records. I mean, it just killed it. It was the highest rated thing for NBC. This show is just incredible. So if you're not watching This Is Us, you need to get on it. Tyra Banks is going to be returning to America's Next Top Model as a head judge, so she's coming back there. Logan director James Mangold is going to be doing another movie for 20th Century Fox, and he is going to be adapting the Don Winslow novel, The Force. So be making a feature film adaptation of The Force from 20th Century Fox. So that's his next project there. 10 Cloverfield Lane director Dan Trachtenberg is set to direct Universal Pictures' new film Space Race. We have everything coming and going in Hulu in April, if you're interested in that. The Behind Enemy Lines pilot has just cast Willa Fitzgerald and Dylan Bruno for the new show that'll be loosely based on the 2001 movie of the same name. Pretty Little Liars star Lucy Hale is set to lead Blumhouse Pictures' new supernatural thriller, Truth or Dare. Don't know much else about it after that. Emily Van Camp is set to star in a new Fox TV pilot called The Resident. It's going to be an upcoming medical drama, so blah. I do like Emily Van Camp in the Marvel films, but do we need another medical drama? This was really cool news. We're not seeing Superman in the Justice League advertising, but we will see him in the Mission Impossible 6 advertising. Yes, Henry Cavill has joined the cast of Mission Impossible 6, and that is pretty damn awesome. And rumor has it, he might be the bad guy, which would be great, man. I would love to see Henry Cavill going up against Tom Cruise. So, love that addition right there. Let's see here. By the way, we'll take a second here and talk about Iron Fist. Marvel's Iron Fist is now on Netflix, and you can binge the whole series. Guess what? I did. Yes, all 13 episodes. I am done. Took me 2 weeks, but like I said, I was traveling, man, so it's not fair. But you know what? This show is getting trashed by a lot of people, and I don't really see why, to be honest. I really enjoyed Iron Fist. I watched the entire series with my wife. She enjoyed it. It feels like part of that Netflix universe. It felt like the flow of the other Netflix shows. I don't know why the criticism is so rough on this one. I really don't. It kind of flabbergasted me. Is it the best? No. Are there episodes that are slow? Sure. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I mean, a lot of people's critiques are like, oh, the first couple episodes are so slow and pointless. Not really. They're setting up the story. I didn't think it, yeah, they're the slower ones, but they're setting up the story, and then it leads to get going to where we need to go. It sounds good to me. So, I don't know, man. I don't get it. And this is the last one that we need to get us to the Defenders. We've had Daredevil, and we had Jessica Jones, and we had Daredevil Season 2, and we had Luke Cage. We needed Iron Fist, man. We got to put our 4 Defenders together, and this took us one step closer to that. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. If I had to rank them, I would still put the 2 Daredevil seasons up at the top, probably followed by Luke Cage, and then I'd probably do Iron Fist ahead of Jessica Jones. So that's just me. I think if you started the show and you felt a little bored and you kind of got out of it, I think you should go back to it, because this is definitely a show that gets better the more it goes on. And I thought the last half of the season was pretty strong. So this is just my quick review there of Iron Fist over on Marvel, from Marvel over on the Netflix network. Alrighty, let's get back to the news here. Netflix is going to be changing, by this way, speaking of Netflix, they're going to be changing their rating system. Right now they rate 1 to 5 stars, just like how I do. But they're actually going to be changing that. They're just going to simply be changing it to a thumbs up, thumbs down system. So, pretty cool. Streamline it a little bit. Why not, right? Scott Rosenberg and Jeff Pinkner are the 2 writers that Sony has just hired to write the Venom movie. So there you go right there. DC Films supposedly is looking to shoot one more film this year to fill the void that the Batman's going to cause. Now, we talked on last week's show about the Batman film possibly getting shifted backwards because the director, Matt Reeves, has to do stuff for the new Planet of the Apes film. So as of right now, only Aquaman is slated to be released next year, but DC wants to do 2 films a year. So they're looking to possibly fast track something later this year, and the top candidates are the Green Lantern Corps, Suicide Squad 2, and Gotham City Sirens. Those are the 3 movies that they're thinking that they probably have the best shot of moving forward with quickly. That's about all the news we have on it. So that's just, what we're thinking of right now. The good news is Warner Brothers said, you know what, if the script isn't ready and we don't think it's going to be ready to go, then we're not going to do it. So don't get too scared by the thought of them just rushing something out, because that's not what they're trying to do. But they do want to get one more movie out, so I don't blame them. So that sounds good to me. FX Network's Getty Family Anthology series called Trust will premiere in January of 2018. Alicia Vikander is set to slay some monsters in Ben Wheatley's Freak Shift. It's a new film there, the latest genre-bending film from filmmaker Ben Wheatley. Ridley Scott says he has plans for 4 more Alien movies. 4! Dude, calm down, man. Do we need that much? Do we really? Come on. Hilary Swank and Michael Shannon are set to star in What They Had, which is a new drama film. Netflix is also introducing a new function that will allow users to skip over the opening credits of some shows entirely. Pretty interesting right there, if you ask me. The Outcast. We have the first official trailer for The Outcast starring Victoria Justice. The Shallows director Wam Colette Sierra is the latest name rumored to be directing Suicide Squad 2 if Mel Gibson decides not to do it. We talked about a Matrix reboot on the last show, and the writer Zach Penn says that the new Matrix reboot is not that. He says it's not gonna be a remake or a reboot. He says that, it's neither going to be a direct sequel or a prequel, as opposed, that it is either going to be a sequel or a prequel, as opposed to people reporting that it's a reboot or a remake. He says that, you know, the universe is so vast and it's such a cool concept of the Matrix that they wouldn't even dare to try to remake it. So he says, you know, no, they're doing something that will be faithful to the mythology. Some rumors going around is that it might actually be a prequel and focus on Morpheus. And that's why, because they keep tossing around that maybe Michael B. Jordan is somebody they're looking at bringing on. So I can kind of see that. But good to know that they're going sequel or prequel kind of route, because I do not want a remake or a reboot of The Matrix. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 has added some small roles for Smallville's Michael Rosenbaum. Sorry, I read that wrong. Not a small role, but that it adds a role for Smallville's Michael Rosenbaum, and that is actually going to be a key role. No word yet on who he's played. Some rumors say Nova, maybe? I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. That was kind of what my instinct went to when I first thought about it, was Nova. But we'll see. Supposedly he works pretty close in tandem with Sylvester Stallone's character, so we'll have to see what that ends up being. Kate McKinnon and Mila Kunis are on the verge of joining the Spy Game for the movie The Spy Who Dumped Me. That they're in talks and negotiations to join that film. Love both of them, so that'd be pretty cool. The dragons in the new Game of Thrones season are supposedly going to be the size of 747s in the new season of Game of Thrones. Holy crap, that's big. NBC has renewed Jennifer Lopez's show Shades of Blue for a third season. Congratulations to her on that. Let's see here. Alyssa Milano has joined the CW beauty pageant drama called Insatiable. She'll be it's to be based about a lawyer turned beauty pageant coach. So good to see Alyssa Milano coming back. Always love her. The Scream series over on MTV might be a full reboot for season 3. They are moving forward for season 3, but it says they might reboot it with a whole new cast. So that'd be interesting to do. Why not, right? Eddie Murphy is teasing a sequel to Coming to America. Not much else out about that, but you know what? That sounds excellent to me. Hell yeah, why not, right? Come on. Coming to America? Another Coming to America? That would be fabulous. Let's see here. La 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 la. Sorry. Season 4 of The Flash, we've been told that the villain will not be a speedster. Thank you. Because that's been one of the biggest complaints everybody has had, is that we're, 3 seasons in and every season it's a damn speedster that he has to go up against. So, no more speedsters, damn it. It looks like they finally have taken that advice for season 4. Let's see here. Just a second. I'm going through some of my notes here. Don't want to repeat any of the same news. I apologize. I got a lot of fucking notes here. Now, since we didn't do a show the weekend that Beauty and the Beast came out, we do have to send, even though I didn't watch it and I got nothing to really say about it, I do have to shout out the amazing debut that this film did at the box office. This film came out to $174.8 million. And that was after the box office adjusted. Normally we report numbers on Sundays. And on Sunday they said the film had made $170 million. and over 350 million globally. And then when Monday they finalized everything, not only did it hit the 170, but it actually finished at 174.8. So it made almost another $5 million higher than expectations. That is the biggest debut ever for a PG-rated movie. And I think it's in the top 6 of biggest debuts ever. So it goes without saying. I'm sad because it broke the March record that Batman v Superman made last year. I think Batman v Superman opened up at 166 million, and this one goes and makes 174. Damn you, Beauty and the Beast. But congratulations. I mean, like I said, that's why I have to mention it. Even though it's an older box office report at this point, that is still pretty damn breathtaking. So congratulations to Disney for that opening, because it's pretty damn awesome. The Deadpool writers say that we should know very soon who Cable is. They're still talking about their casting that one down, narrowing it down throughout all the possibilities, but say they're getting very, very close, and you should know very, very soon. Sesame Street is introducing Julia, a Muppet with autism. This is really, really cool. It kind of touched me here. I forwarded this article actually over to my wife when it came out. My wife is a special needs teacher and deals with kids of autism all the time. And, you know, these kids are special and they need special attention. And I think it's pretty cool that Sesame Street is doing something like this and adding something like this to the television program to create awareness. So I definitely shout out and give big props to Sesame Street. Switching from nice, great stuff like Sesame Street to stupid 50 Shades. But the 50 Shades Darker Unrated Edition is coming on April 25th on digital HD. So there you go. Kingsman: The Golden Circle has been pushed forward from October to September. So that's awesome. It's only a month earlier, but hey, if we get Kingsman a month earlier, I'm down with that, because that's an awesome, awesome movie, and I'm hoping for an awesome sequel. Penelope Cruz is set to play Donatella Versace in American Crime Story. Jovan Adepo and Wyatt Russell are set to star in a new World War II thriller that's going to be coming from producer J.J. Abrams. So that's pretty cool there. Kevin James is set to bring a new stand-up comedy special to Netflix in 2018. Love it. I'm a massive fan of Kevin James, so hell yeah, man. Let's do a new stand-up special. It's going to be great. Power Rangers is set to represent with the inclusion of an LGBT character, and that's the Yellow Ranger, by the way, so pretty cool that they're doing something like that. Universal Pictures has set the sci-fi thriller film Extinction, starring Lizzie Kaplan and Michael Pena, for a January 2018 release date. It's official, The Big Bang Theory has officially landed a 2-season renewal. We knew it was coming. This show was supposed to be done this season, but it's still the #1 rated comedy out there. People love this show. I love the show still, so why not? So coming back for 2 more seasons. Robert Downey Jr. is set to talk to animals in the Doctor Doolittle remake. Wow, it'll be called The Voyage of Doctor Doolittle. It's interesting, very interesting choice for Robert Downey Jr. But hey, I trust in him, and I think he'll be a good Doctor Doolittle. Amazon is developing an animated Amberville series from Sausage Party director. Peter Skarsgård is the latest name to join Hulu's The Looming Tower adaptation. Tom Cruise has spent a year training for a very special Mission Impossible 6 sequence / stunt that'll be in the movie, so that's pretty awesome right there. We know that one thing Tom Cruise can always deliver is something pretty damn amazing in the Mission Impossible movies, and he's been spending a year working on this thing. It's going to be pretty damn awesome. Finn Jones, who plays Iron Fist, says that it'll be a couple of seasons of Iron Fist before Danny Rand truly becomes the real Iron Fist. pretty interesting to note of. So we'll see how it goes after he's on Defenders. Lionsgate has set a September release date for American Assassin, starring Michael Keaton and Dylan O'Brien. Colin Farrell is set to star as Oliver North in a new Contra series over on Amazon. Chris Evans and Haley Bennett are in negotiations for the drama Red Sea Diving Resort. Okay, that's a tongue twister, but I love Chris Evans, and Haley Bennett's pretty cool too, so why not? Let's do it. J.J. Abrams' company Bad Robot is set to produce a new dramedy based around RuPaul's life, so that's pretty damn interesting. Brett Ratner puts his Johnny Depp movie The Libertine on hold. No reason why at this point. Just putting a freeze on for currently. The writers of Deadpool have confirmed that Deadpool 3 and the X-Force movie are two separate films. They are not trying to combine anything. They will be separate films. An animated movie based on Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You is coming this holiday season. Okay, cool. Why not, I guess. We have the first trailer for Black Butterfly, starring Antonio Banderas and Jonathan Rhys Meyers. So that's interesting there. We got some set photos from Black Panther, now currently filming. Rumor has it that the Schwarzenegger Terminator films are finished, and that everything coming out after the fact is going to be kind of a reboot, completely new relaunch. So no more Schwarzenegger, no more I'll be back. I'm not going to be back as the Terminator no more. That sucks. We have the first trailer for My Cousin Rachel, starring Rachel Weisz, who is always awesome. Don't expect a Beauty and the Beast sequel, but a spin-off or a prequel is maybe a possibility for Disney. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. The Lifetime Network has announced air dates for its Michael Jackson and Menendez Brothers films. The History Channel has announced Tuesday that it's developing The Commanders, which will be a presidential anthology series that they're putting together. Ivan Reitman says that more Ghostbusters movies are in development. He didn't say necessarily if it's going to be the females, or if it's going to be males, or if it's going to be sequels, or prequels, or whatever the case may be. Just that more Ghostbusters films are in development. Captain Planet is being released via digital download for the first time ever next month, so that's pretty cool there. Congratulations to Logan, which has officially passed the $500 million mark at the worldwide box office. So that is so awesome. Congratulations to Logan. There's a new movie being planned by Disney called Princesses, and it's being shopped as the Avengers for fairy tales. Yeah, basically something's happening, and we gotta bring all the princesses together, Avengers style. Lay the smack down on those evil princes. I don't know, but that sounds pretty funny, man. Like an Avengers of Disney princesses. Why not, right? The new movie Battle of the Sexes, starring Steve Carell and Emma Stone, is set to be released September 22nd of this year. Producers are incredibly happy with the World War Z script, and David Fincher is supposedly still in talks to direct. We have a new trailer for Baywatch, of course, starring my man Dwayne The Rock Johnson and my girl Alexander Daddario. Pretty good trailer, man. I'm looking so forward to Baywatch, so check out that new trailer there. We got everything coming and going in Netflix in April. We have the first official trailer for Death Note, which is a new Netflix series coming, based on the graphic novel, which is awesome. let's see here. Supposedly, going back to Rumorville, Michael Shannon is the front runner to play Cable in Deadpool 2. I like Michael Shannon. Don't get me wrong. But this dude is not Cable. He's just not. I don't know what is going on with the Deadpool 2 casting right now. I'm not happy with what they did for Domino. And I'm not liking the names that they're coming up with for Cable. I just don't. Nothing is striking me the way that it should. And like I said, I love Michael Shannon. The dude's an Academy Award kind of actor. But just not Cable for me. So, they say nothing's been picked. They say there's still other people in the running. But supposedly, last I heard, Michael Shannon was the front runner. So, we'll let you know, and we'll see. Find out everything coming and going to the Stars app in April 2017. We got everything wrong with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. We also have the Honest trailer for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. We have the first teaser trailer for The Wizard of Lies, starring Robert De Niro and Michelle Pfeiffer. We have the first trailer for Captain Underpants. So check that out there. We have the new trailer for Wish Upon, which is actually a very short trailer. It's like 50 seconds. I'm like, damn. Come on, man. Can you give us any more than that? John Cho has joined the cast of Difficult People, Season 3. And I believe he's going to be playing Todd, who I think is going to be the boyfriend of Billy Eichner on the show. Yep, he'll be playing Billy Eichner's boyfriend in Season 3. So pretty cool there. It's a pretty good show. I'm only a couple episodes into Season 2, but I like it. Escape Plan 2 is now filming, and the film is called Escape Plan 2 Hades. And then, of course, stars Sylvester Stallone with Dave Bautista, which is pretty cool. So that's now filming. Going back to Sony trying to make their own superhero movies, we already talked about Venom, and now supposedly they're looking at doing a Silver Sable and Black Cat movie. I'm guessing they'll both be in the same movie at the same time. I don't think they're individual films, but that's a very odd thing again, man. Silver Sable and Black Cat. How are you going to do a standalone movie about this? I just don't know. But Sony's got a plan, right? They got a plan. And the Thor Ragnarok writer is actually going to pen the script for Sony. So, we'll see. Paramount Pictures has plans to bring The Pro to the big screen, which will be based on the Hard R comic from Garth Ennis. That'll be over at Paramount Pictures. Game of Thrones' Gwendolyn Christie is set to join the upcoming sci-fi film Darkest Minds, based on the YA novel by Alexandra Bracken. Kyle Chandler has joined Jason Bateman in the new film Game Night. Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams star in that, so Kyle Chandler joining the cast there. Brie Larson is set to play the first female presidential candidate, Victoria Huddle, in a new Amazon film. Following David Boreanaz's last episode and exit from Bones, he will next star in the new Navy SEAL pilot over on CBS. Congratulations to Scorpion. They just got a 4th season renewal, which is pretty awesome. I do love Scorpion. It's one of my shows, man. I love Scorpion, even though it kind of gets a little crazy because these guys get into trouble on every episode, and they have pretty bad luck if you look at it that way. But hey, glad to see the team coming back. Also coming back is Bull. Yes, Bull has been renewed for for season 2 over on CBS. So we like Bull. Me and my wife watched that one, so glad to see that coming back. We have Everything Wrong with In Time in 16 minutes. Chris Pratt has dubbed Guardians of the Galaxy 2 as the greatest movie in the history of movies, so that's awesome right there. Vision has been confirmed for Avengers Infinity War. I think we all pretty much expected him to be there, especially since he has a Infinity Gem in his head, but now we have confirmation, so thank you for that. Let's see here. We got some really cool Justice League posters that we put up on our Instagram. They're on our Facebook page, on our Twitter, and lots of cool stuff from Justice League. We have a new Justice League poster. We have individual posters of Aquaman, Batman, Flash, Wonder Woman, Cyborg. We even have some new Spider-Man Homecoming posters as well. Like I said, to see all this great artwork, follow us on Instagram, man. Just go on Instagram, search Am I on the Air, and make sure you follow us, because that's what I'm talking about. Come check out all the great stuff that we got going on over there. Let's see here. Unite the League, Justice League, baby. Yeah, Cinemax has canceled The Nick after just 2 seasons. I heard great things about this show, by the way, but they're done, so no more Nick. Eliza Dushku has joined the CBS show Bull. So we just talked about Bull, so that's a great addition there. I love Eliza Dushku, by the way. She was great in the last season of Banshee, and I'm glad to see her join something like Bull. Hopefully they give her some good stuff to work on. Production has started on the X-Men spin-off series called Gifted. Bryan Singer is currently directing the pilot. Michael Pena is confirmed to be returning to Ant-Man and the Wasp. So that is awesome, because he was so good in Ant-Man. So glad to see him back there. Fox has trimmed the Lucifer Season 2 order and has taken the rest of the Season 2 episodes and moved them to the upcoming Season 3 that they're going to be doing. So, no worries here. The studio and the people involved at Lucifer said this isn't bad. This is a good thing. They said the episodes just make more sense of what they're trying to do next season. So they're going to just move them and bump off a couple episodes. Disney and Lucasfilm are now planning the Star Wars stories for the next 15 years. Jesus. Good luck with that. That is just insane. Jake Gyllenhaal and director Daniel Espinosa are going to be reteaming on the Antichrist versus ISIS. So that's going to be an interesting there. It's going to be a film adaptation of Seth Harp's Rolling Stone piece, The Anarchist versus ISIS. We got an article up with some details about the Han Solo movie. I'm not going to read them because there could be possible spoilers in that. Amy Schumer has exited the Barbie movie. She cites scheduling conflicts. Wow. Gotta love her scheduling conflicts. That sucks. I thought she was going to actually be pretty good in that. So, no more Amy Schumer for that. But what Amy Schumer is doing, funny how she has scheduling conflicts, but then signs on to another movie like the same day. Nicole Kidman, Steve Carell, and Amy Schumer will star in a new film called She Came to Me. Let's see here. Sorry, bear with me here. Let's take a look here. We got some early renewals. Most of the studios haven't talked about what's getting renewed or what's getting canceled yet. But you know what? CBS has put out their list, and they've actually renewed 18 shows, which is pretty awesome there. I am pretty happy about that because CBS, I watch a lot of shows on CBS. So here's the full list of the renewed series to date for the 2017 to 2018 season. The Big Bang Theory, Blue Bloods, Bull, Hawaii Five-0, Kevin Can Wait, Life in Pieces, MacGyver, Madam Secretary, Man with a Plan, Mom, NCIS, NCIS Los Angeles, NCIS New Orleans, Scorpion, Superior Donuts, Survivor, 48 Hours, and 60 Minutes. CBS will finish the current season as America's most watched network for the 14th time in 15 years. The network will announce its new fall schedule on Wednesday, May 17th. Pretty cool there, man. So there you go. Is your favorite show missing? I know my wife's favorite show is Criminal Minds, and that's nowhere to be seen on this list. But all my shows made it. I watched Big Bang, I watched Bull, watched Hawaii Five-0, Kevin Can Wait, Life in Pieces, MacGyver, Man with a Plan, Mom, Scorpion, Superior Donuts. I watch all of those. So glad to see them all coming back. Good job, man. CBS, giving me what I need. So, there you go. Stay tuned as the other networks start to show you what's coming back and what's not. Let's see here. Carl Urban, Sofia Vergara, and Andy Garcia have all signed on for an upcoming revenge thriller that will be done in the classic noir tradition, and the film will be called Bent. Great cast right there, man. Love it. We have the first trailer for Casting John Bonet, which is coming to Netflix on April 28th. Looks pretty weird, pretty creepy. Disney says that they're going to be charging full steam ahead for a whole slate of live-action reboots of their animated films. No shocker there, man, especially with the dollars that Beauty and the Beast is making, man. It has already crossed the $600 million mark, by the way, in just 2 weeks. Insane. I'm happy about this. We just talked about Kevin Can Wait getting renewed. That's Kevin James's new sitcom. I was so excited when I read this. Leah Remini is reuniting with Kevin James for the Kevin Can Wait season finale. Love this. Of course, if you're not understanding why, Kevin James, Leah Remini, for 9 seasons did The King of Queens, which is my favorite comedy sitcom of all time. Love King of Queens, and I'm so happy that she's coming on the show. I've been waiting. I've been like, man, is he going to have her on? Because he's had a lot of cameos from other people. Is she going to make it? And she is, and I love it. So thank you, Kevin James, for putting that one together. Can't wait to see him reunite with Leah Remini on the season finale of Kevin Can Wait. AMC TV is going to be airing Talking Saul, which will air after the season 3 premiere and the finale of Better Call Saul over on AMC. Ruben Fleischer is set to direct the Valiant Comics movie Archer and Armstrong. Don't know much about this. Maybe Friggins can shine some more light on it, but Ruben Fleischer is a great director, so I'll be curious to see what he does with it. Edward James Olmos has joined the new Predator movie that they're doing, directed by Shane Black. We have the official season 3 finale trailer for Star Wars Rebels. Syrian Foy is set to direct a new psychological horror thriller called Eli. Adam Sandler has signed a brand new 4-picture deal with Netflix. This is something that he did a couple years ago, and then he's done, he did The Ridiculous Six, which was pretty fucking stupid. Then he did The Do-Over, which I enjoyed The Do-Over. And then right now he's got another one coming out in a couple months called Sandy Wexler, which looks okay. And then that 4-film deal will be completed, and then now he's going to do another 4-picture deal. So looks like things are going great. He says he loves doing business with Netflix, and Netflix loves doing business with him, and they might as well keep the agreement going, right? Cher has had she's had to exit Lifetime Channel's new Flint water crisis movie due to a serious family issue. So hope everything's okay there. Colin Farrell's in talks to join Eva Green in Tim Burton's new Dumbo remake, or live action version, I should say. Sing Street star Ian Kenny has just joined the cast of the Han Solo movie. Robert Rodriguez is set to direct the Escape from New York remake, so that's pretty awesome. I love Robert Rodriguez, man. I think this is a good pick here to do Escape from New York. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is going to be directing an R-rated movie musical starring himself along with Channing Tatum. This sounds pretty interesting. I heard it's a mix of Pitch Perfect and the Book of Mormon, which made me really LOL out loud. So I'll give it a chance. Why not, right? The movie will be called Wingman. Wingman, which will, like I said, be an R-rated musical. Let's see here. Supposedly Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell will be returning for future Marvel MCU movies, so that's pretty awesome. I love to hear that. James Gunn announces that most movie theaters across the U.S. will be doing a Guardians of the Galaxy double feature. So that's pretty awesome there. You can watch the first movie and then right into the second one. Marvel's Inhumans is coming to IMAX theaters on September 1st. Yes, Inhumans is the new show that ABC is actually going to be doing for Marvel. But the first 2 episodes were shot in IMAX and will be released in IMAX like a movie. And it will be released September 1st, 2017. And then after that, the remaining 8 episodes will air on ABC television that fall. I'm excited about Inhumans, man. I think it's going to be really awesome. I will be heading to an IMAX theater to check that out. And let's see here. We're getting close to the end here of all the news. We have the brand new 3rd trailer for Snatched, starring Amy Schumer. We have the final trailer for Ghost in the Shell. There's going to be some VR content for Ready Player One coming when the movie comes out. Avengers Infinity War is going to be filming some stuff in New York in May, coming up here. The Deadpool 2 writers say that it would be really, really funny and cool to have Hugh Jackman cameo in the film, so we'll still have to wait and see on that. The Power Rangers cast says that they would love to see a female Green Ranger in the sequel. I don't know. I'd prefer to just have Tommy and stick to the script, but that's just me. It seems like Call of Duty is going to be returning to World War II with its new game later this year. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm a big Call of Duty fan, but I don't like to go backwards like this. Okay, I want to move on before I get sad. We have the first official photos of Alicia Vikander as Lara Croft from the new Tomb Raider reboot. She looks pretty awesome, by the way. Destiny 2 is official. It's coming out here soon. Like we talked about earlier, Venom will reportedly be an R-rated kickoff of a Marvel universe over at Sony. We'll see what ends up happening with that. Difficult People Season 3 is set to premiere on August 8th over on Hulu. Looks like True Detective is getting revived as they started writing some episodes for Season 3. No extra word on that other than that. Katie Cassidy is set to return to Arrow next season as a series regular. So that's pretty big, but she's not returning as Black Canary. She's returning as Black Siren. So there you go. That's how she's coming back as a series regular. Jason Bourne director Paul Greengrass has set his sights on the Elliot Ness film. I'll be looking to do that. Straight Outta Compton star O'Shea Jackson Jr. Is joining the Godzilla sequel, so that's pretty cool there. Michael Keaton talks about playing the Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming. You can check out that article on our Facebook and Twitter page. Miles Teller is set to star in the Amazon series Too Old to Die Young, which will also be from Nicholas Winding Refn. Amber Heard is set to star in The Kind Worth Killing, which will be based on a 2015 novel by Peter Swanson. The Doctor Doolittle reboot with Robert Downey Jr. has been set for a 2019 release date, and the new movie Baby Driver, which was supposed to come out in August, has been moved up to June this year. So yeah, pretty cool. Baby Driver looks pretty good. If you haven't seen that trailer, check it out on our page. Abby Lee Miller from Dance Mom says that she's quitting because she feels manipulated and disrespected. Okay. For $100, you can see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 every day in any format, just at Regal Cinemas. So check that out if you're interested. It's only $100. See it as much as you want. Yeah, I don't know how much I love a movie. I don't know if it's worth $100, but it's kind of cool they offer something like that. I don't know. Let's see here. The new Jumanji movie that's coming out starring The Rock has now been titled Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle. And looks like it's been confirmed that it's kind of what I speculated from the very beginning, that instead of a board game, they're going to be playing a video game, and the kids are going to get sucked into the video game. So that's pretty cool there. That's what I always thought it was going to be. It focuses on a video game that traps its players instead of the board game like in the original film. IMAX and Warner Brothers Entertainment announced that they're going to be doing a VR deal for Justice League and Aquaman, so that's pretty awesome. We have the new trailer for 47 Meters Down, which is a new shark horror thriller starring Mandy Moore. We have the trailer for Ghost Story starring Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara. We have the trailer for Ferdinand, which is a new animated film with John Cena voicing the very kind bull. We have a pretty cool Fast and Furious 8 family featurette that you can check out. A new Pirates of the Caribbean featurette confirms that Brenton Thwaites' character is playing, that he is going to be Orlando Bloom's son. This is another thing that's been speculated for a while now, but it finally confirmed it. He is Orlando Bloom's son in the movie. American Horror Story Season 7 has just cast Billy Eichner for the new season, so that's awesome. Congratulations there. Peter Berg and Mark Wahlberg are going to be teaming up once again for a new action movie called Mile 22 that they look to turn into a new action franchise, so we'll see what happens with that. Trading Spaces is coming back to the TLC network. Robert Rodriguez is set to direct the Ugly Dolls movie, and it will be coming to theaters in May of 2019. Veep director is set to helm Nasty Women, starring Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson. Andrew Garfield is set to play a real-life war correspondent in the biopic film Black Lion. NBC announced that it's going to air live coverage of the 2018 Winter Olympics across all time zones. Pretty cool there. Sony is looking for Michael Bay to direct their new film that they want based on El Chapo. So we'll see what happens with that. And Superior Donuts has cast Cedric the Entertainer as Franco's father, which I love that. It matches up perfectly. That's a great casting there. We have the Honest trailer for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Netflix has picked up Apostle, which is the new film from the Raid director Gareth Evans. So that's cool. It's coming straight to Netflix. Alec Baldwin and Sean Harris are confirmed to come back for Mission Impossible 6. The new SpongeBob movie is coming on August 2nd, 2019. Michael Bay says that Transformers The Last Night is a fresh start to the franchise, and that he also shot it in IMAX 3D, which is the only film coming out this year that will be in that format. The Flash's Grant Gustin, who of course plays the Flash, he's going to star in Todd Robinson's new film, The Last Full Measure. The Wreck-It Ralph sequel is officially titled Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet. Ralph Breaks the Internet. It will be released on March 2018. March 9th of 2018 to be exact. Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet. And Jack McBrayer and Jane Lynch are officially coming back for the sequel as well. Glad to finally get some movement on the Wreck-It Ralph sequel, because that's a long time coming, man. I'm gonna wreck it. And the last piece of news that I have, and it's kind of a bummer piece of news, maybe, possibly, is that the Spider-Man could be exiting the MCU after the Spider-Man Homecoming sequel. We found out that, so you know how basically Sony and Marvel created a deal that they would work together. We got introduced to Tom Holland's new Spider-Man in Captain America Civil War. And for allowing him to be in Civil War, they were going to do Spider-Man Homecoming, which was a Sony film, but it's produced by the MCU, Disney and Marvel, Kevin Feige, doing a Spider-Man movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's why Robert Downey Jr. is in there. That's why Iron Man's there. You see a little Captain America cameo, stuff like that. We saw that they're filming Avengers Infinity War right now, and we saw Tom Holland on the set. Great. They're still working together. Awesome. Well, Sony has also announced that there will be a sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming coming out in a couple years. We found out that after that sequel comes out, the contract between Sony and the MCU expires. And rumor has it that Sony is not going to renew it, and they're going to want Spider-Man back at that point. This bums me out, because this has been the greatest thing to have two companies work together and find a way to please everyone. It doesn't happen ever really in Hollywood, but they worked it out and they did it. And now they've created something special to where he's going to be in Civil War, Spider-Man Homecoming, Avengers Infinity War, Homecoming 2. He's going to be in multiple movies in the middle of the MCU. And then this contract's just going to expire and they're just going to say, nope, give Spider-Man back. He's not in the MCU anymore. And then all of a sudden we're going to have these Spider-Man movies where he's not a part of the MCU, and then we have to understand why he's just not in the Marvel films anymore. It just sounds really weird and very odd. Now, these are just rumors, like we said. I mean, we have till like 2019 to get this all figured out. The thing is which way is it going to go? Will Sony just take it back? Or will they work something out? I personally think they'll work something out, because like we just said, by the time the contract expires, they will have already worked together several times, and they probably had some major success. If Spider-Man Homecoming comes out and makes $1 billion at the box office, I don't know if Sony's going to be so quick to be like, yeah, we don't want Marvel as a partner. I think they're going to say, damn, we made a good call making Marvel our partner, right? It's the only way I can think about it. So take it for what it is right now. Like I said, it's still years away, so no need to panic right now. But just know after the second Spider-Man sequel, that deal, that contract between Sony and Disney is up. And we'll just have to wait and see if it gets renewed. So on that note, that wraps up all of our news over the past 15 days almost. And now let's talk box office and release dates. Coming out on DVD and Blu-ray, actually, as of today, is Patriots Day. Why Him? Fantastic Beast and Where to Find Them, Silence, A Monster Calls, and 20th Century Women. Big release date on DVD and Blu-ray today. I actually personally bought Patriots Day and Why Him. I love both of those films. They were both really, really good, so check those out if you're interested. In theaters on Friday is going to be Ghost in the Shell, The Boss Baby, and Zookeeper's Wife. Like I said, I'll be checking out Ghost in the Shell. And then here's your weekend box office top 10. Coming in number 10 is the Belko Experiment with 1.8 mil. Number 9 is the Lego Batman Movie with 2 million. Number 8 is the Shack with 3.8 million. Number 7 was a debut. Not good when your debut's in the 7th slot. Chips. Chips made only 7.6 million for a number 7 debut. Everybody's been ripping Chips. I think it looks kind of funny, and I kind of want to see it. I probably won't see it in the theater, because it's not going to be in the theater much longer, but I'll wait and see on that one. I'm not giving hope that one's not going to be just a fun, raunchy, rated R comedy, so we'll see. Chips at number 7. Number 6 is Get Out with another 8.7 million. Number 5 is Logan with 10.1 million. Number 4 is another debut. This one is Life with 12.6 mil. I wanted to see Life too, and I've heard pretty good things about it, but this is not a good debut for Life. Only 12 million. It definitely underperformed. This is the one with Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal in space with the alien and everything. I hope to see it. I don't know if I'll get a chance to watch it in the theater, but I will see it eventually. I definitely do have interest in it. But Life comes in number 4 with 12.6. Number 3 is Kong Skull Island with 14.4. Number 2 is our big debut of the week, which was Power Rangers, the one I reviewed earlier for you. I gave you a 4 out of 5 on it. It debuted actually pretty nicely with $40.5 million, which was above studio expectations. They thought it would do about 30, and it did 40.5, so that's a great notch there. And coming in number 1 once again, Beauty and the Beast. We talked about it. Beauty and the Beast last week in its debut made $174 million. And this week, it barely drops a little under 50% and brings in another $88.3 million. This thing is on fire. It's killing it. It brought another $119 million in internationally. Like I said, over $600 million this film has made in 2 weeks. Insane. And like I said, no wonder Disney is saying, Let's turn all of our animated films into movies, live action movies. Let's do it. So Beauty and the Beast, $88.3 million for the number one movie again. And that, my friends, will do it. We're just a little over an hour here, and, not too bad, not too shabby for, like I said, almost 15 days worth of news. So thank you for riding with me through the show and getting caught up to speed. Now, when you hear your friends and family tell fake news or have stories wrong, you can say, nope, that's not the case. I heard it on Am I on the Air? This is what's really happening. Believe me, this happens in my own personal life all the time. I constantly have to correct people. And they say, how do you know? Do you listen to my show? I study this stuff. I follow up on this stuff. Don't argue with me when it comes to film. And I want you all to be in that same spot with your friends and family. So thank you once again for listening. Once again, our official webpage is amiontheair.com. You can like us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/amiontheair. Give us a little thumbs up there and follow along. You can also follow us on Twitter. We're on Twitter at amiontheair. Follow me on Twitter at dxdonmega. We're, of course, on iTunes. I just had a couple people say to me last week, hey, I just found you on iTunes. Yes, we've always been on iTunes. So check us out, man. We're there. Subscribe, download, leave a little comment, man. It really helps me out. So I know a lot of you listen on iTunes. You should be subscribing and leaving some comments, because it would definitely help out the show, especially in the Apple world. For those of you that aren't on iTunes and don't look to subscribe there, we are available on a lot of other carriers, especially Google Play Music. So if you're on Android, the Google app is the best. You can subscribe to us right on there, Google Play Music. We're available on Stitcher, which is another one that people just love for their podcast. We're on Stitcher. If you listen to us on Stitcher, make sure you give a little thumbs up when you listen. It always has a little thumbs up, thumbs down button, and that would really help us out as well. So Stitcher, we're available, TuneIn, and Spreaker. And if you just like to stream shows on YouTube, we're available in an audio version on YouTube as well. Just go to youtube.com/amiontheair. And of course, like I said, Instagram. Follow us on there to see all the cool movie posters and all the different art that we come across. It's great. And we're going to be doing some more stuff on there, like movie reviews, unboxings, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you follow us on Instagram. Just search Am I on the Air? And of course, last but not least, our great affiliates at reddragonsradio.com. It's reddragonsradio.com. And just click on the Am I on the Air tab, and you can listen to the show right there. Follow on Twitter at Red Dragons Radio so you know what's going down with all the great shows that are available on Red Dragons Radio. That'll do it for me here on this Tuesday night, March the 28th, which is actually just kicked over into Wednesday morning, March the 29th, as I've recorded this show for an hour and 20 minutes. So thank you, everybody. Look for the next episode here soon, in the next weekish, talking about Ghost in the Shell. And have a great week. And until next time, y'all. Peace.
Bye, everybody.
Red Dragon!
Red Dragon.